Now I'm going to explain the basic idea behind a motor or a generator. And I'm going to do this in terms of the fundamental forces. And we'll start by talking about the magnetic force on a moving charge. And here's the idea. Suppose we have two magnetic poles. Here's a north pole, and this is just one end of a bar magnet. And over here we have a south pole. So this is the south pole, another end of a different magnet. Well, in between, we're going to get a magnetic field. We have magnetic field lines that are going to go from north to south. And they'll look something like this. Now let's imagine a little positive particle over here that's moving. And it's going to move across this magnetic field in this direction. So what you want to picture this moving into the screen. This is a perspective view, so it's going. Try to picture some depth to this graphic here. It's moving into the screen. Well, it turns out in this case, the particle will be deflected down, and you can tell that by the right-hand rule. If you turn your hand over and you point your fingers in the direction of motion, if this is a velocity vector here, v, in blue, point your fingers in that direction and have your thumb pointed down. What happens is your fingers are pointed in the direction of the velocity, and they naturally bend. If you bend your fingers like you're cupping your hand, they will naturally bend in the direction of the field lines. And if you point your fingers in the direction of the velocity, such that they naturally bend in the direction of the field, then your thumb naturally points in the direction of the force. It turns out that any moving particle, any charged particle like this, moving across these magnetic field lines, or a charged particle moving across a magnetic field, will experience a force. And the direction is given by the right-hand rule. So if you want to try to picture your hand here, you'd picture your hand, your fingers would be like this. Well, let me try that again. Fingers like this and your thumb pointing down, such that your fingers would naturally bend over in this direction. So your fingers are pointing in the direction of the velocity, such that they will naturally bend to point in the direction of the field. And then this is your right hand, so it's turned over, and your thumb is naturally now